Hey everyone, welcome back to the Kia Hyundai channel. My name is Charlotte and today we are taking another look at the 2023 Kia Soul. So the one that I have with me today, this is the EX and it's in this beautiful lunar orange color. I like this color for how it shows up on camera. And we have done a full walkthrough of the vehicle, so if you haven't seen that yet, I'm gonna have it linked down below, but make sure you check that out too, because today we're going a little bit more in depth on the technology and the safety that this vehicle is equipped with. Now, it is not the entry-level model for the 23 Soul, it's one up from that, and what you'll find in this vehicle is that it is really well equipped for what you get for the price. The MSRP is $24,495 plus your fees and taxes. That's what we sell them for here. We do not sell above MSRP, and we are gonna go and take a look now at these safety features. All right, so the first tech and safety elements that we are going to take a look at have to do with the exterior of the vehicle, specifically on the front. So by taking a look at the front grille, of course, we see that it is a beautiful design, lots of accent colors, some dark chrome, some light chrome for contrast. But hidden behind it as well is going to be your radar plate, and that's used with forward collision avoidance assist. So if there is a cyclist or pedestrian in the that comes into your lane, or of course another vehicle as well, that is going to alert you of it. So it's interesting that they were able to fuse the design with the safety issues, and it just makes it a lot more beautiful. You don't have an ugly radar plate that is so noticeable sticking out. Of course, on the front we do have lovely LEDs, so your entire front unit is going to be LED lights, and those are going to be nice and bright. I'll have Gabby shift to behind her when she's done filming to show the nice sharp cutoff too. You can see on the wall that it is a very crisp cutoff. They're very, very bright, even though we are in a bright room with lots of white walls that are reflecting light. You can definitely see that these are bright lights. As we move around the vehicle too, we'll take a look at the mirrors. So the mirrors, they do have side warning lights for you as well, so when you're turning. And then something that you can't quite see, I'll have Gabby show and actually take a look at the mirror, and this way everyone can see Gabby too. You'll see that there's a little icon there, which is your blind spot monitoring. So of course, if there is a vehicle that is in your blind spot or coming up on your blind spot, that is going to be illuminated, and is just another form of safety features that brings your attention that there is someone potentially in your blind spot, but of course, it's not a replacement for still shoulder checking. As we take a look at the rear, now this is something that we don't see too often from Kia. Usually you have to be in the middle or the higher line trims to get LED lights on the rear, but this one on the EX, you do have full LEDs on the rear, and they're this nice L-shaped tail lights. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna step on the brake, and I'll show you the hazards too, so you can see what those behind you can see. Just gonna turn it on real quick, and I'm stepping on the brake. So you're able to see that those are some nice bright lights. We'll open up the trunk while we're back here. Take a peek. You do have some lights in the back, that way if you are loading your vehicle up early in the morning or late at night, you are gonna have some brightness. And then you also have a 12-volt back here as well, so that's really nice. A great safety feature that comes with the Soul is you do have a full-size spare tire. So a lot of smaller vehicles, sedans, they don't necessarily have a full tire, they just have a tire mobility kit. The Soul, although it's not classified as a sedan, it does have a full spare tire. And look at the depth that you have in the trunk as well. Like, oh my goodness, you're telling me that's not tech and safety? It's really not, but I thought it was cool to mention it anyways. So we'll close that up. And now we can take a look at the interior features that this vehicle has. Okay, so our first item of tech that is and safety, I guess, that's going to be on the inside of the vehicle is going to have to do with our windows. So these are actually both drivers and passengers have express windows in the front, and when you have express windows, is they also do have obstacle detecting windows in the front. So what that means is if I stick my owner's manual out the window, as one does when they're driving, and it catches it, the window is going to drop down. So we'll show you guys that. You can see that it just kind of touched it and then it dropped back down. So that is good, especially if, say, you're waving your arm or something out the window. Again, don't recommend that, but should it happen, there's a safety feature to prevent that. So now we'll actually take a look at the vehicle and what we can see from the driver's perspective. I'm gonna put that away. So we'll start just by seeing that we can adjust our brightness. So we know that a lot of these vehicles, your systems and your settings are adjustable. That way you can have them the way that you like. That I kind of think is a tech feature because it's nice that it's customizable to you and to your preferences. And then we can take a look at the steering wheel. So of course, tech features, this is pretty standard, but here you're gonna have your communication controls. So setting up your favorites, that can be, your favorite type of media. If you wanna end a call, whatever, that's gonna be your, virtual assistant per se, depending on what phone you're with, whether it's like Siri, Google, Alexa. I don't know if Alexa's actually on phones. It doesn't matter. Media modes. And then volume and channel controls as well with these levers. So that is standard. We see that in pretty much all of our vehicles. And then over here is going to be more of your safety features as well, driving features. So you have your cruise control. You do have lane keep assist for you as well. Ooh. And what we'll do now is I'll have Gabby focus on the dash. Very nice. And we'll go through some of the driver's assistance features. So these are going to be more of your safety features that you see. So speed limit, you can select the country, you can do the limit offset, or also the warning volume. So you can change that between high, medium, and low. Typically I have it on medium, it doesn't really bother me. And then driver's attention warning. So this is really nice where if the vehicle ahead of you is pulling ahead, sorry, it's showing that the door is open. But what it will do is it will give you a little alert and a little beep on the dash telling you that that vehicle is now driving away. I use this a lot in drive-thrus. Sometimes if I'm ordering and the vehicle ahead of me is now pulling up to the window, it'll give me that little alert that the way is clear for me to go. And we'll go back, just turned it off, turn it back on. And the nice thing is with these features is you can turn them off or turn them back on. Again, it's very customizable to the driving experience. Moving into driver safety, you do have forward safety. So you can, this is for the warning sound if you want it to come a little bit later, if you want it to come on time. Lane safety, which we talked about as well. It does have lane keep assist. So what that means is when you are driving on the highway, the vehicle will actually take the curve of the road or read the curve of the road. That way it'll actually keep you centered in your lane. Blind spot safety, which we did talk about by looking at the mirrors. We know that it is equipped with that through that icon, and it will be a nice amber color. And then also safe exit. Safe exit is an interesting feature that isn't talked about a lot, but what it does is, say if you are parked in a busy area, you're in Toronto, you're in downtown Brantford, the metropolis. That's really funny if you know Brantford. And what can happen is vehicles can be coming along as you're trying to open your door. So what it'll do is it'll prevent the door from opening in the event that there's a vehicle in the blind spot coming away, just to keep you safe. That's going to go through a lot of our safety features. It does have icy road warning. So if it falls below 4 degrees, it'll give you alert that ice is possible in that time period. We'll take a look at doors, if there's anything there. This is where you can change if you want it to be 2 presses to unlock the door, auto lock, unlock, all of that good stuff. Rear occupant alert. So what that does is that's another safety feature. And the nice thing about it is, say if you leave a purse or something like that in the back seat, it's going to give you a reminder when you turn off the vehicle to check the rear seats. That's really nice because, again, sometimes I've done it before where I've left groceries in the back of my car because I just went on autopilot, totally forgot. And there's nothing worse than getting into your vehicle on a hot summer day and realizing that you left your chicken dinner in there. Don't recommend. So I wish I had that at that time. Some cool tech features that I'll actually have Gabby come around now to the side. All right, so let's take a look at our beautiful 8-inch display that this vehicle is equipped with. There is, so nice, ASMR. There's nothing more satisfying than peeling plastic off of these vehicles. Anyways, getting back to what we're actually talking about. So this is your display. Again, we have seen this with vehicles before. Nothing too overwhelming or not too many changes from the 22. Still your standard screen and all of your features with it. Now, something that is really nice about this vehicle is that it gives you a fully wireless experience. It has wireless Apple CarPlay, and then it also has wireless phone charging. So that's great. So down here is where your wireless charger is going to be. And something that I think is a really great feature but is so small is that if you turn your vehicle off and your phone is still on the wireless charger, you are going to get an alert that your phone may still be there to check the wireless charger. I don't know about you guys, but my phone is black with the screen up. It blends right in. It can be a little bit dark down there, and I've forgotten my phone in my car so many times. My phone and my chicken dinner. This is why I need these alerts. Down at the bottom, you do have USB ports. One is for connectivity. The other one is the USB-C port, and that is for fast charging. And then you also have a nice little 12-volt too. So, and you have lots of space down here. I don't know if people often think about that, but this is fairly big and fairly wide for a little bit of a center console for that extra pocket. You do have climate control for you as well. You have your recirculated air. Gabby pointed this out and she's very excited about this. But if you look at the icons, they're actually shaped like a Kia Soul. We looked on the Seltos, and the Seltos, it is just shaped like an SUV. So they went the extra mile with, you know, the Kia Soul. We love it. We love to see it. We love little details like that. It does, of course, have air conditioning. It does have defrost, which is great as well. What else is up here? You got heated seats for the front and for all those drivers. And then also you do have your heated steering wheel. You also have drive modes, which is something that's fun. So with this vehicle, you do have 2 drive modes. You have normal mode, which the vehicle is currently in, and then also sport if you want it to be a little bit more aggressive, which is super fun. That's Gabby's favorite mode. So that's pretty much going to wrap up a lot of the tech features. Something I will point out that vehicles don't have as much anymore is your sunglass holder. They don't. So after spending some time on my beautiful favorite feature, the sunglass holder, we'll look at what's behind it. So I know there's more than meets the eye here. What there actually is there are some cameras, and what they do is they help with lane keep assist. So what happens is when you've got your cruise control on and you're driving, it's going to help read the lines on the road to keep you centered in the lane, also with taking the curve of the road too. So if you're going on a long drive, it's really nice to have that engaged. That way it's a nice easy drive for you. We've done it on long road trips before. My parents actually just got back from Virginia yesterday, and they drove a Sportage down that was equipped with it, and it was probably one of the easiest drives that they've had going down there. So that was a long drive for them. Some of the other features that I will just go over before we finish up. Everyone's favorite, your backup camera. This is pretty much standard nowadays. What I really do like about this backup camera is that when the engine's actually on and you're turning the steering wheel, it will shift to show you your turning radius and where the rear end of the vehicle is going to end up. Some last other items of mention is when it comes to your windshield wipers, you better believe that this vehicle is equipped with a heated windshield wiper nozzle, windshield wiper fluid nozzle. That way when it gets really cold out, it's not gonna not spray when you're in a hurry and trying to defrost your windshield. We've all been there. Don't look at me like I'm the only one. And then it also has automatic high beam assist as well. So what that means is when you have your high beams on, if the vehicle detects a car coming in the opposite direction, it's going to turn them off. That way you are not blinding them with those beautiful LEDs that we talked about earlier. All right, so our last stop on the Kia Soul EX Tech and Safety World Tour is in the back seat. And something that's great about this vehicle is they do take into consideration your passengers. So what they have included is 2, not 1, but 2 USB fast charging ports. So that's really great for when you have people in the back seat, because let's be real, the Kia Soul, it's designed for anyone and any type of family. So anyone who's in the back here, they're going to be nice and comfortable. They're going to be like, wow, Kia really had me in mind. This way I can charge my phone. So that's great. All right, everyone. So thank you so much for tuning in and taking a look as we walk through the tech and safety features on the 2023 Kia Soul EX. I know it doesn't look like much, especially when you look at the inside and the outside of the vehicle, but those safety features and tech features, they really are integrated into a seamless driving experience. if you do want to become my soulmate and are interested in the Kia Soul, the 2023, please don't hesitate to reach out. We are a real dealership located in Brantford, Ontario, and I'm going to have a link down below where you can reach out to our sales team because we would love to get in contact with you to give you some information and to be a part of our soulmate family. So we will see you guys next time. If there's any videos that you do want to see, we know there is an inventory shortage, but please drop a comment down below because we would love to give you guys what you'd like to see. And we'll see you next time.